Today's broadcast is going to be a little bit different. I'm calling it the Little Things broadcast. I think we all know what the score is going to be or thereabouts in this game. So what we're doing is we're going to focus on some of the little things that it takes to win a basketball game and to compete for a championship. The assists, the rebounds, the diving for loose balls, committing a good foul when there is one. That's going to be today's broadcast. So it's a little bit different. Not sure how it's going to work. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. I've always wanted to try this kind of a broadcast, and that's what we're going to do here this morning. So let's meet the starting lineups. First for the 5-seed AFLBS, Lady Conquerors at 7-19, coming off that 8-point loss against Kansas in the opening round. Seth and Cassie Moan, the coaches, starting number 3, Grace Dryberg, number 5, Rebecca Olson, number 10, Kaylee Kirby, number 12, Bobby Jo Alverson, and number 20, Greta Etter. Now for the top seed, Arlington Baptist, the Patriots, and Clifton McDaniel coming off that victory over Kansas yesterday. And that was by a score of, I'm trying to look it up here, I lost it, 93-62. So Cliff and Christy McDaniel starting today. Number 5, Jayla Cook. Number 10, Deja Stanford. Number 20, Pania Waits. Number 23, Zaida Gonzalez. And number 24, Megan Woodward. Clark not starting today. We saw her go out yesterday shaken up, and Arlington not going to play her today. So one injury for the Patriots here in this tournament. Looks like it's going to be Waits and Alverson who will tip it up. Arlington is in the gray, excuse me. So here we go. First meeting in several years between these two schools, and Gonzalez brings it into the forecourt. Told you all about Gonzalez's scoring ability. She averages 4.5 rebounds per ball game. And it's the good ball movement, as we've talked about, for Arlington that really helps set up their offense. And, of course, attacking ability like Gonzalez has there doesn't hurt things. Arlington here in the full court press. Lady Conquerors going to have to communicate defensively but also offensively as well against this press here today. Rebound by Gonzalez, and as I mentioned, good rebounder for a guard. Nice little poke away there by Olson. Again, when we talk about the little things, boxing out there from Dryberg, the little poke away to disrupt the offensive flow, all of those things are how you get stops defensively. Woodward averages just under 4 boards a game, pulls that down. Good ball movement again for Arlington, passing it around the perimeter. Conquerors are in a zone right now. And another good defensive play. You see what Olson did there, how she got her hands up. Forced that travel. So good job by the Conquerors in the early going defensively against this vaunted Arlington offense. And a good job, again, breaking the press. Traveling is the call there on Dryberg, so back-to-back turnovers give the ball back to Arlington. Deja Stanford averages just under 3 assists per game. Clark, who's out today, averages 4.5 to lead the team. Good offensive rebound by Waits on the miss, and see what Stanford did there, just batting it out, keeping possession alive for her team. Right now, Arlington not shooting the ball well. This is an early start. Both teams will likely take some time to settle in here. Stifling defense. Stanford and Gonzalez trying to poke it away. Another rebound for Woodward, her second of the game. And Woodward will pick up the assist. Great ball movement there. Alverson got it underneath. Eder can't convert, but Arlington unable to come up with the board, so the Lady Conquerors will keep possession. Going to get a sub. Cook is going to come out, and it'll be Rihanna Jones checking into the game for Arlington. Another good pass as AFLBS gets on the board. I believe it was Alverson on the assist. Another good rebound there by Kirby in a sea of Arlington players. Look out. Kirby got to bring it into the forecourt. She does. I believe that was Eder on the rebound. Might have had that wrong. Dryberg with the pass. Gonzalez trying to poke it away. And Stanford able to get the steal. Stanford the steal, and the box out by Dryberg on the miss. Dryberg's got yet another rebound. Great block there by Waits, and then she was able to bat it to Stanford. Stanford looking to pick up the assist. She does, plus a foul. Dryberg is the top rebounder in the ACCA on the women's side at 12.3 rebounds per game. Foul on Olsen, her first, team first. Good return to the game. Checking in for Rihanna Jones checking in. Oh, correction. It's Jayla Cook coming back into the game. And number 15 is Christina Kornhonen for the Lady Conquerors. Again, the trap is on. So far, Kirby and the offense hasn't had much trouble against the press, although Kirby's about to turn it over here. Stanford chases it down. She's got yet another steal. Deja Stanford had 59 steals during the regular season. Olsen collects the rebound, and Arlington deflects it out. So far, the Conquerors doing a nice job on the defensive glass, not giving Arlington second chance opportunities. AFLBS is the top rebounding team on the women's side. Nice steal there by Cook, and Cook will go to the line. It's the second team foul on the Conquerors. Christine, glad to be with you here this morning. It's our second full day and third day overall, first of 6 games. We have the men's semifinals later on. Carolina and Champion, and Los Angeles and Arlington at 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. respectively. One more women's game, Rama and Kansas, and that's really the only in this round robin question mark game. Those teams split a regular season series. So the teams that finished 2-0 will likely be in the championship game tomorrow at 4. Rebound by Cook on the miss. Another good rebound by Kirby. Kirby's just 5'4", but she's pulled down a couple of key rebounds defensively today for AFLBS, and they're going to get a reach on Waits, I believe. Foul on Waits, her first, team first. Nearing the midway point of this opening quarter, 10-2 Arlington out in front. Our Little Things broadcast. Not talking too much about the scoring, talking about everything else here in the basketball game. Good ball movement. Dryberg looking to pick up the assist. And the long rebound batted out to Stanford. It's been zone throughout for the Conquerors, although it looks like they're in the man here. And Arlington able to beat them. Jones for 2. Conquerors looking to get the inbound in to Olsen. They do. Olsen brings it into the forecourt. Olsen, it's batted away. Another nice steal by Gonzalez. Gonzalez looks to pick up the assist, and she does. Yet another assist for Zaida. And a timeout for AFLBS. We'll step aside and take another look at the women's schedule here. Welcome back to Joplin, Missouri and Ozark Christian College. Game number 1 here on day number 3. The Little Things broadcast. Hopefully you've been enjoying it so far. I've enjoyed trying it out, at least so far here in this first quarter. We've got the big scoreboard there so you can see what the score is. That's not what we're focusing on here today. It's all the little things that it takes to win a basketball game, and Arlington right now starting to pick up the defensive intensity especially. That's going to go out of bounds. Looked like Gonzalez touched it last, but they say last touch by the Conquerors, so. Stanford setting up the offense against the zone. Nice pass cross court to Gonzalez. Waits with the offensive rebound. So Pania Waits averages 4.7 boards per game. This Arlington team, thanks in part to the press that you've been seeing here early on, 16 steals per ball game. Waits was a little over-aggressive there. It's going to be the second team foul on Arlington. Dryberg into the forecourt. Grace Dryberg, over 2 assists per game for a forward and the first-year player. Another rebound by Cook and a great outlet pass by Cook to Waits. Capital A on that assist for Jayla Cook. That's her second of the game. She only averages a little under 2, but Arlington running and gunning. Inside 3 to go here in the first quarter. Another deflection, and Cook with another steal and another outlet, and can't pick up the assist that time on the missed bucket. And the ball looked like Jones tried to get the offensive rebound, ran out of real estate though. So Dryberg to inbound it. And that ball deflected by Stanford. During the regular season, Clark had 59 steals, Gonzalez 55, Stanford 49, and Jones 46. So you've got 4 players with at least 46 steals for Arlington. And don't forget, they always start slow because they play a lot of scholarship programs. So those numbers likely not representative of just ACCA or NCCAA opponents. Alverson did a great job on the offensive glass, earning an extra possession, and then the diving play by Kirby to throw it off of Arlington. Heady play there by Kaylee Kirby, the second-year player. Header pass batted away. Coming up with the steal is Stanford. So Stanford with another steal, and a Conquerors player is shaken up back down the other end of the court. And I believe it's Eder. So we will take an injury timeout with 2:16 left to go here in this opening quarter, and Arlington in control. Well, some good news there as you see Greta Eder under her own power walking off. Hopefully just got the wind knocked out of her and she'll be okay. As I mentioned, Arlington lost Aaliyah Clark yesterday. The second leading scorer on the team goes down.
Olsen checks in for AFLBS.
So it'll be Rebecca Olsen to come back into the game for the Conquerors, replacing Eder. Again, Arlington's press is on. Olsen, Dryberg, and Dryberg gets it into the forecourt. Dryberg cut off on the baseline. Good defense by Jones. Offensive rebound by Dryberg, but it's taken away by Jones. Great outlet. Another nice pass by Gonzalez to Waits. So Gonzalez with another assist. Nearing 90 seconds to go here in this opening quarter, and Arlington in control. Another deflection by Stanford. The steal by Jones. Jones to Woodard. Waits tried to save it, but it goes out of bounds. Back to the Conquerors. Carly Washburn is coming in, number 14 for AFLBS. And number 35 for Arlington is Sky Roach. Kirby into the forecourt. Kaylee Kirby has been the primary ball handler here today. Her entry pass deflected. Washburn able to chase it down. Her pass batted away, and Woodward's got a steal. Megan Woodward had 14 during the regular season. The extra pass by Gonzalez, finding the open person. Gonzalez yet another assist. 25-2 as we wind down quarter number one. Dryberg with the pass to Korhonen. Korhonen swings it to Olsen. Shot clock winding down, and that's going to go off the Conquerors, out of bounds. Arlington, if they want to, can hold for the final shot of the quarter here with the shot clock off. Deja Stanford. Cross court to Gonzalez. Nice deflection by Olsen on the entry pass attempt. 7.4 to work with for Arlington. Gonzalez skies it into the lane, and the steal by Dryberg. Dryberg throws it ahead to Kirby. Kirby trying to get it off in time. She does. So they'll count the bucket 25-4 after 1 quarter of play. We'll be back with the second quarter here in just a moment. You're watching the 2019 ACCA Women's Basketball Tournament on YouTube from Joplin, Missouri. Welcome back to Joplin, Missouri. Chris Shima, glad to be with you here at Ozark Christian for day number 3 of the 2019 ACCA Basketball Tournament. We'll get the first quarter numbers, but first a host of substitutions for Arlington. We're going to set their lineup here. Rihanna Jones is number 2. Number 12 is Abigail Wazik. Number 22, Erica Strong. Number 3 is Izzy Ramone. And number 34 is Ashley Shulak. So that's the 5 for Arlington. For AFLBS, Kirby on the court with Jessica Green. She's number 2. Bobby Joe Alverson, number 12. Dryberg and Kirby. That's the 5 for the Conquerors. So Clifton McDaniel going into his bench. Offensive foul on Arlington. Rebounding pretty even, 12-11 in favor of Arlington. Both teams have 3 offensive rebounds, 6 assists on 10 made buckets for Arlington, and 2 assists on both made buckets in the first quarter for AFLBS. 8 steals in the ballgame for Arlington, 2 apiece for Stanford and Cook. Forcing 10 turnovers in that first quarter. Shulak with the offensive rebound there. If you're just joining us, it's the Little Things broadcast. We're focusing less on the scoring that sometimes only broadcasters focus on, is how many points do people have, and we're talking about the other things this morning that it takes to win a game, like good ball movement that we've seen already offensively from the Conquerors to start the second quarter, and crashing the offensive glass like we just see from Strawn there for Arlington. Ball tipped. Chasing down the rebound is Kirby. Kirby trying to thread the pass, but better defense by Ramone. Ramone gets it to Strawn on the outlet, and Ramone picks up an assist. Erica Strawn, the freshman from Conroe, Texas. There's Dryberg, top of the key for the Conquerors. Green on the right side. Dryberg on the left, shot clock at 11. Excellent defense, but Olsen with another offensive rebound. Now Strawn trying to rip it away. Players diving for it. Great effort there by Dryberg. Earning an extra possession for her team, using some strength to rip it away, and also picks up the assist. Good ball movement there from Arlington. And a better box out by Alverson on the miss. Kirby into the forecourt, directing traffic. Alverson had it poked away. And ripping it away was Jones, but they call her on a foul. That's the second on Arlington. Gonzalez back in, Stanford back in for Arlington. And Sky Roach also checking back into the game. Olsen had it poked away, another reach on Arlington, this time on Gonzalez. Picks up team foul number 3. Korhonen to inbound it. And that'll be a travel. Turnover gives the ball back to Arlington. Patriots 18-7, the top seed from Arlington, Texas. AFLBS at 7-19. The Conquerors from Plymouth, Minnesota, as the 5 seed here in this round-robin tournament. AFLBS, the top rebounding team at 57.7 rebounds per ball game. What a pass on the drive and dish from Stanford. Long rebound chased down by Kirby. Offensive rebound by Olsen, rejected. Nice block by Roach. Sky Roach had 5 blocks during the regular season. Picks one up here in the tournament, and that leads to a run out. Kirby double teamed. Korhonen comes to help. Back to Kirby. Kirby's defender gambled. Made that extra pass. Kaylee Kirby finding the open player, Alverson. Kaylee Kirby has played very well, running the offense against the stifling Arlington defense at times. Another nice rebound for Alverson. Throws it away, though. Great anticipation by Stanford, and Stanford off the assist from Jones. Nearing the midway points of this second quarter. We will take a break at halftime, normal 15-minute break. Players coming to help. Nice cut by Korhonen, and then the extra pass to Alverson plus the foul. So the Conquerors playing well here in this second quarter. And it's unselfish play. It is those quote-unquote little things that are getting it done right now for the Conquerors. Dryberg back out there, and Taylor Helen, number 22, checking in for AFLBS. Jayla Cook returning for Arlington. Stanford going quickly. Couple of nice fakes in the lane by Stanford. Can't get the bucket. Yet another rebound for Alverson. That's what's changed for AFLBS this year for Seth and Cassie Moan's team, and why they've won 5 more games compared to last year. And last year, their only 2 wins were via forfeit, I believe. A little over-aggressive there from Korhonen. So last year, AFLBS had 0 wins on the basketball court. Their 7-win season this year. And rebounding has been the big reason. They're in a zone right now. Extra pass by Cook to Gonzalez. Waits is back in there, tried to come up with the offensive rebound. Helen's got the board, but she traveled with the basketball. So Gonzalez to inbound. Stanford will set up the offense for Arlington. 2-3 for the Conquerors is the zone here. Waits extra pass to Gonzalez. Gonzalez has been off the mark today, and Underneath on the rebound, a foul as Helland had positioning. And that's the 15th foul on Arlington, just one on AFLBS. So Helen will go to the line. This is one of those games for Arlington that it's early. It's the first game of the day. Helen connects on the first free throw. That's Helen's. All right, so I said I wasn't going to talk about points at all today, but I got to talk about this because Taylor Helen, that's her first points, at least as far as we know, right there from the free throw line. We have just conference stats from AFLBS, so there's a few games we don't have stats for, but as far as we know, that's Helen's first point of the season. Here's the double team on the baseline, and a nice job by Olsen to deflect it off an Arlington player. That's what you have to do against this Arlington team. You can't get discombobulated. You just got to make the smart basketball decision, and that was the smart play when you're double teamed right there on that baseline. Just throw it off the defender. No need to panic. Stanford almost came up with the steal. Olsen hustled to get it, and her pass deflected by Jones. That's when Arlington is cooking, when they're really playing well. That's the kinds of things that they're doing. They're disrupting passing lanes. They're active. Helen will come out. Carly Washburn will check into the game. 3:26 left to go. Nice job by Stanford to anticipate and take it away, and a frustration foul for the Conquerors. Waits will inbound. Dryberg called for her second, team second, here in the quarter. Stanford surveys the zone. Pass to Jones. Long rebound to Olsen. Olsen goes around the defense using her speed. Nice pass to the cutter Kirby, although Kirby had trouble with it. It's a steal by Stanford. Full court pass to Gonzalez. Stanford with another assist. Arlington by 17, and AFLBS wants to talk about it. We'll step aside. 2:48 left to go until halftime. Arlington by 17. We'll be back. We're here in the ACCA right now. AFLBS is giving them a game. You see the score on your screen. Welcome back to the Little Things broadcast. Kirby looking to pick up yet another assist. She's done a nice job running the point against Arlington's press. Ball will go back to the Patriots on the miss, though. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. 6th year here in Joplin for me. This is day number 3. We'll wrap things up tomorrow. Tomorrow into tomorrow night, we're expected to get anywhere between Gonzalez with the bucket. Anywhere between 0 and 80 inches of snow based on every forecast that I've seen. So travel could be dicey. Kirby threads the needle, and Olsen gives her an assist. Stanford pushes. Back out to Gonzalez. Offensive rebound by Shulak. Can't get the putback, falling away. And cleaning up the board on the defensive side is Alverson. Kirby looking to pick up another assist. Alverson, offensive rebound. No, Alverson trying to follow it, and it's ripped away nicely by Cook. Cook, good outlet pass. She is a good passer in transition. And that's so important when you have a good rebounder who can also get the outlet passes down the court. Now Cook with the steal. So Cook playing very well. Jayla Cook starting in place of the injured Clark, stepping up big and hounding on defense, deflecting that out of bounds. 1:13 left to go here in the half. Cook gonna come out. Jones is back in. Waits also returning for Arlington. And Alverson, Korhonen back out there for AFLBS. Another steal for Gonzalez. Gonzalez, the extra pass, 3-on-2, picking up the assist on Stanford's bucket. Korhonen, pass off the mark, steal by Jones. And Jones collects. So Arlington's pushed it out here late in this first half. Kirby into the forecourt. Ball deflected. Waits using her size as an advantage. Kirby had it poked away, and now a foul on Stanford. Lady Conquerors are in the bonus, so they'll shoot free throws. Again, at halftime, we will take our normal 15-minute break. Give you the first half numbers when we come back. Kaylee Kirby, Conquerors turning the ball over with some regularity here late in this second quarter, but overall they've played pretty well against Arlington. It's certainly a better score than I anticipated when we started the day. So Arlington can hold for the final shot of the quarter if they want to. Gonzalez will take it around the world here. Go cross court to Stanford. Ball deflected out, and that's how the first half comes to an end. Arlington in control, but AFLBS putting up a fight, 48-21 after 20 minutes of play. You're watching the 2019 ACCA Women's Basketball Tournament from Joplin, Missouri. We'll be back in 15. Welcome back to Joplin. It's 2019 ACCA basketball tournament, starting day number 3, second half. Well, apparently a 48-21 lead is not good enough for Clifton McDaniel. I'm sure you saw it if you were checking out at halftime. He had his team running layup drills almost the entire duration of the half. I don't think I've seen it before. I don't think I've ever seen it before with a team up by 27, but Clifton McDaniel thinking his team coming out a little bit flat. So the Conquerors got a nice little break at the half, and Arlington, they ran layup drills. Let's take a look at the first half number. This is the Little Things broadcast, by the way, so we're not focusing on the scoring as much as the other things it takes to win a basketball game. Right now the rebounding is +8 in favor of AFLBS. The Lady Conquerors also have 7 offensive rebounds. That's helped them compete today against Arlington, but Arlington 16 first half steals, forcing 21 Conquerors turnovers. 4 steals by Deja Stanford. So she leads the team. Zaida Gonzalez and Jayla Cook have 3 steals apiece. Rebounding-wise, AFLBS, that's been their big key to success here today. Bobby Jo Alverson on her way to a double-double. She's got 6 rebounds. Rebecca Olson's got 6 as well. Both of those players also with 2 offensive rebounds. Grace Dryberg, nice passing from the post. She's got 5 assists and 3 rebounds here in this ball game. Now, in a normal game, Dryberg wouldn't even get her name mentioned in the first half stats because she's 0 for 6 from the field, and that's why I kind of wanted to try out this little experiment that hopefully you've been enjoying. So far, I haven't gotten any tweets or emails saying that the broadcast is bad. So hopefully you've been entertained here this morning. 49-21, the correct score on your screen after the free throws for Arlington. Nice offensive rebound there by Pania Waits. Extra pass, finding the open woman as Woodward gives another assist to Stanford. Trapping pressure, again, no trouble for the Conquerors. Deja Stanford has 3 assists. Jayla Cook also with 3. Gonzalez has 4 to lead Arlington. Patient offense again for Arlington. Extra pass to Gonzalez. And that ball goes out of bounds off Arlington. Conquerors will make an early sub here in this second half as Corhonen comes back into the game for Eder. Good to see Eder out there. She was shaken up earlier in the game. Nice cut by Kirby. Corhonen picks up the assist. Going quickly, Arlington, as they answer right back. 2.5 minutes into this second half. Krishima, glad to be with you here from Joplin. Arlington, and as of now, Rama in the championship game tomorrow at 4 p.m. Oh, Alverson all alone got the offensive rebound and the putback. Waits the extra pass. It's blocked. Washburn shot rejected by Dryberg. Corhonen got it to Kirby, and that'll go out of bounds. For Arlington, Abigail Wazik, number 12, the sophomore, into the game. Patriots 18-7, the top seed in the tournament. Good deflection. It was a deflection by Alverson, steal by Kirby, and then a foul on Arlington as Cook thought she had a steal and a turnover. Stanford comes back in for Wazik as Wazik goes right back to the bench. Rihanna Jones also on the court for the Patriots. Patriots playing without Aaliyah Clark today. She was injured in the victory over Kansas yesterday. And I don't think we're going to see her in this tournament again. And the NCAA tournament might be in doubt as well. Oh, what a beautiful pass. Dryberg picking up another assist. Grace Dryberg now 6 assists in this ball game. Dryberg came in averaging 2.1 per game. So really playing above her normal abilities. Loose shoelace has us held up here on the inbound. Kirby top of the key, hounded by Stanford. Man defense for Arlington. Korhonen. Bounce pass to Kirby, and Kirby draws the foul. So free throws to come for Kaylee Kirby. Our next game up today is Kansas and Rama in a consolation on the men's side. In fact, both consolation games today for the men. Back-to-back at noon, it's Kansas and Rama. And then Barclay and Ozark at 2 p.m. For the women's tournament later today at 4, it's Rama against Kansas in what is essentially the semifinal game. And then 2 semifinals for the men tonight. Carolina and Champion at 6. ULA and Arlington. Patriots fans, you can check your men's team out in the semifinals. The defending champs looking to book another trip to the championship game. They'll take on top seed Los Angeles College of Divinity tonight at 8 p.m. Kirby's been running the point for the Conquerors. Conquerors do have a lot of turnovers in this game. That's the one bleak spot. Gonzalez with the nice box out. Arlington's been in a zone throughout. Chasing down the rebound, Kirby throws it ahead to Dryberg. Dryberg trying to follow her miss, but Gonzalez able to take it away. Stanford throws cross court. Sky Roach gets it underneath, and Sky Roach picks up an assist. 30-point game. Olsen on the far side of your screen. A couple of subs set to come in. 3 total, 1 for Arlington, 2 for AFLBS. Nice block by Waits. On the run out, Jones. And a timeout for Arlington. 3:44 left to go here in this third quarter, and the Patriots are in control. We'll be back. Welcome back to Joplin. Patriots in control. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. Conquerors Olsen being hounded, able to get it to Kirby. Kirby will back it out now. Ball deflected. Kirby comes up with it on the deflection, and the rebound controlled by Gonzalez. Throw ahead to Stanford. Gonzalez, the extra pass out to Roach. Skying for the offensive rebound is Stanford, as Arlington starts to crash the glass, but they're also called for a foul on the other rebound attempt here. Gonzalez picks up her second, 3 on Arlington, 1 on AFLBS at the 3:03 mark here in quarter number 3. Gonzalez is going to come out of the game. Abigail Wazik checking back in. AFLBS, this is Washburn out to Kirby. Kirby throws it up short. Nice box out by Wazik. Wazik getting the fast break going too. Got it to Roach, who missed. Tipped rebound comes to Washburn, throws it ahead, and looks like Kirby's going to turn it over. Steal by Waits. Wazik takes it to the corner. Extra pass out to Roach, and she connects. Kirby directing traffic. Dryberg, 6 assists in the ballgame. Corhonen to Washburn in the lane, got it to the cutter, Kirby, and picks up an assist. So Washburn with the assist and a potential 3-point opportunity for the Conquerors. Waits picks up her third. 4 on Arlington as a team now. Chance for an old school 3-point play. Alverson back out there for AFLBS. Greta Etter also returning. They're in the court with Corhonen and Kirby and Washburn. Correction, not Washburn, Dryberg. Apologies. Etter turns on the Jets, using that speed. This is Ramon in the corner. Nice cut by Waits. And Woodward picks up the assist. Pania Waits, 67% free throw shooter. More shuffling for Seth Moan. Number 2 is Jessica Green for AFLBS, and number 5, Rebecca Olson, back out there. Offensive rebound by Ramon, who's skied for it. Being hounded by Etter. Got it to Woodward. Woodward, the screen and pass. Finding the open player, and now on the defensive rebound, Etter is fouled. Ramon picks up her first, and free throws to come for AFLBS. Lady Conquerors have 2 of the top 3 rebounders in the ACCA. Grace Dryberg leads the ACCA at 12.3 rebounds. Bobby Jo Alverson is 3rd with 10.5 rebounds per game. Waits comes out, and Ashley Shulak coming into the game for Cliff McDaniel's team. Oh, 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. Arlington 65-34. Woodward gets it back underneath to Shulak, and Woodward picks up the assist on the make for Shulak. About 17-second difference between game and shot clock. Maybe not quite that much, 16. Another reach. So another foul on Arlington, who have racked them up here in quarter number 3. More free throws to come. This time Rebecca Olson, 40% free throw shooter. Grace Dryberg was all NIAC this year, and I can understand why now. We talked a lot about her rebounding. Yesterday we talked about her scoring. She averages 17 and 12 a game, but today she's been finding the open teammates to the tune of 6 assists. Neither free throw is good. Rebound controlled by Shulak. Here comes Arlington. Wazik got it over to Roach. And Wazik picks up an assist. 5 seconds left to work with for Arlington. Olsen got the pass to Eder. And that's how quarter number 3 comes to an end. All Arlington here in this 2019 ACCA Women's Tournament. We'll go to quarter number 4 here in just a moment. On to quarter number 4 we go, and Arlington picked it up on the rebounding side of things in that third quarter, up to 11 offensive rebounds. At the half, they had 6 of 5 offensive rebounds in that third quarter for Arlington. Still plus 3, 37-34, the rebounding in favor of AFLBS, but the Conquerors with 23 turnovers in the game. Just 3 turnovers for Arlington. Arlington, 19 assists on 30 made shots here today. And AFLBS has 10 assists on 14 made buckets. 18-2 the steals in favor of Arlington, and that includes that steal that you just saw there on your screen. 6 assists for Grace Dryberg. She leads all players in that category. Bobby Jo Alverson's on her way to a double-double. She's got 11 points and 8 rebounds. 14 and 5 for Kaylee Kirby. 5 steals for Deja Stanford for Arlington. For Arlington, Cook's got 3, Gonzalez has 3, and Waits has 3 steals. 4 assists apiece for Stanford and Gonzalez here in this game. Leading rebounder for Arlington is Zaida Gonzalez with 6. 4 offensive rebounds, 5 rebounds total for Pania Waits here in this game. And those are some numbers as we We're about a minute into this fourth and final quarter. Kershima glad to be with you. Drawing the foul is Etter. She'll go to the line. Etter has struggled from the charity stripe this season, just 30%. And she misses the first 3 team fouls already on Arlington. And we're a minute, 2 seconds into this fourth quarter. Patriots have gone to their bench again. Strawn, number 22, into the game. Shulak still out there. Sky Roach, number 35, is out there as Shulak with the offensive rebound. Woodward is the lone starter that remains for Arlington. And also out there is Wazik, so that's the 5 for the Patriots. Assist from Strawn on that made bucket, and Arlington leads by 40. Conquerors will set their 5 here in just a moment. They're getting ready to make a couple subs. Kirby trying to clear some space and away from the ball. We've got a foul on Strawn. 4 team fouls on Arlington here in the first 2 minutes of the quarter. So Etter on the court with Kirby, also Korhonen, Alverson, and Dryberg. Oh, correction. Etter's coming out. It'll be Helen to come in for her. The rest of the 4 is correct, though. So that's the 5 for AFLBS right now. Dryberg looking for the cutter. Kirby deflected out by Arlington. Arlington's going to win their 19th game of the season here today. Woodward tried to save it. Arlington takes it back, and this time it's a rebound that's controlled by Woodward. Strawn the extra pass out to Roach for 3. No, tip for the rebound. Strawn, nice pass, quick pass to Shulak. Dryberg into the forecourt. Gets it to Kirby. Ball deflected, and Shulak able to save it to Woodward. Strawn into the forecourt. Extra pass out to the open Wazik. Tip for the rebound, and Korhonen pulls down another board. Three minutes into the final quarter. Arlington in control. They have led wire to wire. At the beginning of the second quarter, AFLBS scored the first 6 points. That was their best stretch in the game. With the shot clock expiring, Kirby draws iron, but the rebound to Arlington. Throw ahead goes to Shulak. Kirby into the forecourt. Alverson on the right. Korhonen up top. Here's Kirby. And the rebound. Good box out there by Shulak. Correction, that was Woodward on the box out. And rebound. Extra pass by Roach. Woodward can't connect. Offensive rebound. Nice cut. So Shulak got the offensive rebound and the assist, and it was a nice cut by Woodward. Alverson on the right, and the reach by Shulak. That will be team foul number 5, so Conquerors will be shooting free throws over the final 5:40 of the quarter. So it's Dryberg at the line. connects on the first. A host of subs coming into the game. Jayla Cook for Arlington. Eder Green, Washburn for AFLBS. They join Helen nice tap by Roach there to keep the possession alive, and Shulak able to score. 80-36, the correct score on your screen. Helen had it blocked, stays with it. The block by Roach. And another foul for Arlington. They're so concerned with changing rules in basketball, especially every year, because there's some guy who sits in the NCAA office who's got to earn his 70 grand a year or whatever he's making, so he's got to come up with some new rules every year. How about when it's 80-37, we get a running clock going? How about that new rule? They do it in football. I don't understand why they can't do it in basketball too. There's no reason the clock needs to stop on these free throws. That ball poked away. Shulak throws it away. And some of that is coming from a guy who's on game number 10 of 21. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt, but it's still not a bad idea. I think because basketball is so scoring focused that, you know, the more time that comes off, the less points go on the board. And since stats are so important like that, especially, you know, players that want to play in the NBA and the WNBA or things like that, that might be the thinking. Almost a travel there. Ball deflected. It's a steal by Strawn. Strawn goes coast to coast. So Erica Strawn's played well here today for Arlington, although Cliff McDaniel has not had the look of a man who's been happy with how today has gone. If he weren't around earlier, he had his team running layup drills for almost the duration of the halftime period. Good ball movement here for Arlington, and picking up that assist, Sky Roach on the three-pointer by Wazik. Eder Helen, and Eder picks up the assist, and for Taylor Helen, as far as we know, that's her first field goal of the season. And again, AFLBS only has conference stats to give us, so we don't have their non-conference information. Looks like Conquerors are going to be hit with their first foul here in quarter number 4. Helen called for her first. Izzy Ramon into the game for the Patriots, and for AFLBS, it's Corhonen and Kirby checking back into the game. Wazik to inbound it. Ramon between the circles for Arlington. Long three missed, ball deflected, and it's out of bounds to AFLBS. Oh, they didn't start the clock. Oh, so we're adding more time on now. Okay. That's super. That's what you want. Helen, the pass out to Corhonen. So Corhonen will inbound on the deflection. AFLBS will play again tomorrow against Ozark, and that is certainly a winnable game. That'll be at 9 a.m. We'll have that one for you, but it will be a video-only broadcast. Final game of the season for the Lady Conquerors and for Ozark Christian tomorrow at 9. Offensive rebound by Shulak, who followed her miss, and she's going to get some free throws here with 2:34 remaining in the game. One of the things I got to remind myself is I know the folks watching do not care about the score. So often in these games, even if it's 85-41 like it is right now, our numbers are actually increasing as the game is going on. So y'all are some loyal fans, I can tell you that. Score is secondary. Nice steal. Wazik on the deflection takes it away, and she'll go coast to coast. So next game up, as I mentioned, for AFLBS tomorrow at 9 a.m. against Ozark. That'll be a video-only broadcast. And then Arlington and, we believe, Rama in the championship game at 4 p.m. And that'll wrap up the women's tournament for 2019. Arlington looking to make it 5 in a row here in the ACCA. First year that I came here, Randall, then Hillsdale won. And ever since then, Arlington has won. And I was talking to Cliff McDaniel, I think it was Wednesday we were talking. I have done at least one Arlington tournament every year that this program has been around. In the very first year, they've won the NCCA region every year. The Southwest region is the region they compete in. And we've done, so during their first year, which was 2013, they played in the NCCA National Tournament in Ohio, and I was there for that. And then the last few years here in Joplin, 2014 till this year. On the run out, layup is missed. It's 88 to 42, the correct score on your screen. Steal by Strawn. I think I've done more Arlington games than any other school that, other than one college that I worked for in North Carolina, that I've ever done. Good job on the anticipation by Shulak's got another steal. So it's been 7 years that I've been calling Arlington National Championship tournaments. Y'all have had to put up with some subpar broadcasting since 2013. Where's Rick Cooper? Bring him down here. Let him call a couple of games. Almost another steal there for Arlington, and thought Wazik might have deflected it off of Kirby, but they say no. That's going to be a steal by Ramon. 15-second difference between game and shot clock. So AFLBS will fall to 7-20. Overall, though, I've liked what I've seen from this team in these first 2 games that we've done. They have really started to compete well. Last year was a tough year for Seth Moan in his first year taking over the program. No wins on the court. 2 wins last year came via forfeit, but they have really done those little things this year. Rebounding and unselfish play. But Arlington will improve to 19-7 today, winning 94-42, evidently is the correct score. So let me adjust it on your scoreboard. So here they've got the score as 94-42, and that's what we will go with. So more basketball coming up here at 12 p.m. Kansas Christian and Rama in a men's consolation. That's our next game up here from Joplin. Once again, your final, it's Arlington 94, AFLBS 42. Thanks for watching. the Little Things broadcast, everybody. Talk to you again in about a half hour.